On tonight's RPM, we fly into the forest for the Townparks Rally. Forestry rallying in Ireland is rare. That's why the Mid-Antrim Motor Club's Townparks Rally is special. They have great forests in County Antrim, sponsorship from Antrim's Vauxhall agent, and excellent organisation. So let's meet the favourites.
Well, James, starting at number 1, looking forward to the event?
Yes, it's a good event. It's well run. We did here rather well last year, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And what about the forestry technique? It's obviously totally different from tarmac rallies.
Yeah. Well, I find that the forestry technique actually helps in the tarmac rallies when things get a bit tight, but it's somewhat different. It's a bit more flowing and free, and then the escort's different from the Sierra as well.
Well, carrying the camera in this event is Philip Young. Philip, you looking forward to it?
I'm indeed looking very forward to the event today. First time with in-car camera in the car. That's a new car to me as well, and David Greer has done a brilliant job in building the car in 11 days, and so we've got the other car away. So we're hoping everything goes well today.
What about the stages today? What are they like?
Short, and it'll be very, very slippy, especially like a Tardry and whatnot. It's bumpy and slippy, but it'll suit four-wheel drive.
And what sort of position are you hoping for at the end?
What position would anybody be hoping for, but we just have to wait and see.
I understand this was in fact your very first event, and you're only 16 whenever you co-drove on it.
That's right. Back in 1987, I co-drove for my father in a Metro. We won it then, so you never know. Fingers crossed today could be the same result.
And now to the woods. Stephen McWhinney leads us to the stages, and the first 4 tests are just up the road in Tardry Forest.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Easy left over crest, 100.
Pace notes are allowed this year, so Philip McRae is our guide in this short, sharp introduction to forest rallying.
Keep it going. Galdi. Good man, well done.
31 seconds of action on stage 1, and the next test is just across the road.
Hear me now? Sorry, Phil.
Garth McCartney in his unusual 4-wheel drive 3-door Cosworth is setting the early pace. Stephen Emerson has already won the 1993 Maxwell Northern Ireland Championship, so he's sitting out the final round. But Garth is after the runner-up position. And the second generation rallying McCartney is overshadowing his illustrious father, Dessie. James Leckey won the event last year. This time, he's a second down on Garth on the first stage. But he beats the young Larne driver by the same margin on stage 5.
Open K left. And K right, don't cut. 150. Hairpin left. Here. Into open hairpin right. 40. Easy left, 60. Turn, square right. 200.
As the Davy Greer-built Escort dances over the gravel, we're approaching those large jumps.
40. Crest, 40. Keep right over, big jump, 60. Square left. And flat crest, 150. Tidy it up now, good man. Bump into square left, 100. Careful here. Fast medium left, opens 60. Easy left, 100. Over bump. Easy right over crest, 80.
And with the Big Dippers behind us, we're now in the frighteningly fast home stretch. Well over 100 miles an hour here.
Square right, 100. Good man, keep it going to the red word. Go on, keep it on it. Go on. That'll do. Well done. Watch very slippy there. I make it 34.
And 34 it is, 34 seconds, just 1 second slower than McCartney. Take a good look at Derek McGarrity and Ian Besant, as you won't see them again. They retire on stage 3 with electrical problems. Dominic McNeil has joined the growing band of Escort Cosworth owners, and he's using his to good effect. He's third fastest on stage 2. And just a bit over-eager on the finish line of stage 6. Stephen Mahoney's Manta 400 has a problem keeping up with the more modern four-wheel drive machinery. But the rear-wheel drive Mantas and Escorts continue to provide the spectacle. Particularly in the hands of someone like Sean Haveron. Let's have a look at the highest flyer in slow motion. George Robinson hasn't been rallying for some time, but the former national champion has obviously lost none of his flair. He's dusted down his faithful old Ford-powered Starlet, and the Ballymena builder is going for it. Lionel Kerr will retire under extraordinary circumstances. A branch will brush his eye through an open window. And here's another man we haven't seen recently, Andy McGee. He's well inside the top 10. Stephen Harron has his G3 Escort well wound up and seems to be enjoying every moment of it. The man in the picture is Michael Barnett in another evergreen Escort. Ian Rock is always spectacular in his rear-wheel drive Fiesta. As is Charlie Donnelly, who's running right at the back of the field in his Swift Mark II.
.150. Open, square right, mud. 80.
As so often in the past, Glenarm proves to be the decisive stage. As they come off the test for the first time, James Leckey is the new rally leader. Philip Young is up into second place in his brand new Escort, but this puncture and broken front strut has taken McCartney's lead from him. Unbelievably, his father Dessie hits the same rock on the same stage with the same wheel. Roy Hazlitt fights to control his escort on the County Antrim carpet of leaves. And by the end of the stage, Whitford's Sunbeam is right on the tail of Johnston's Toyota.
Ballybully for the second time, and it's getting pretty cut up. Leckey, the leader, is 6 seconds faster than anyone else here. Philip Young in the Solar Glass Escort is second fastest, but the Village Homes car is now 11 seconds ahead. Garth McCartney really trying here, equals Young on this stage, but he must wait now for others to make a mistake. And now for a remarkable performance. Andy McGee leads the two-wheel drive runners, and he's in the top 5. He's hotly pursued by Sean Havron, who's going for a class win in the Maxwell Championship. Paul Hoagie and Andy Apsley keep another bit of rallying history on the move, the Hillman Avenger. Michael Barnett overshoots here, trying to avoid the ruts. But Stephen Whitford's Sunbeam is surely coming to the end of its days. It's enough to shake your eye out of its socket. Brian Kirk is having visibility problems in his Davrian. But Tom Lawther's co-driver has found a novel way of keeping their windscreen clean. And you can see who's pulling the strings in this team. And David Patterson, well, what can we say? What a way to treat a hire car. Fortunes were to turn again when Leckey hit that infamous rock in Glenarm, putting Philip Young in the lead. And so, to the run back to Antrim, and a chance to catch up with the final placings.
Number 10, Charlie Donnelly and Sean Donnelly, who had to contend with churned-up surfaces all day. Pat Norris and Joe Finnegan have come all the way from Neenah to take 9th place. George Robinson and Derek Murdoch bring the veteran Toyota home in 8th position. And then it's the experienced Dessie McCartney with Michael Gibson on the notes. Sean Havron must have scared Vincent Fergus on their way to 6th and a class win in the championship. And Dominic McNeil and Philip McHugh squeeze into the top 5. It's a fabulous 4th and the top two-wheel drive car for Andy McGee and Michael Johnston. And then to the top 3, Garth McCartney and Gavin Campbell could not make up for that rock problem on stage 7. The same rock on stage 11 put paid to James Leckey and George Miller's chances. And Philip Young and Philip McRae survived the rock to win the 1993 Townparks Rally.
It's quite a performance, because it is, as you said earlier on to us, a brand new car. You're just not used to it yet.
Yeah, it's brand new. As I say, the car was built in 11 days. It's unbelievable. Not even a thing wrong with the car. Just unbelievable. We're still learning it, and we're happy to be here and actually have led a rally.
Garth, what was the gap at the end?
The gap was 1 second, would you believe? James got me by 1 second. How close could you get?
Well, that is tight rallying, isn't it? I mean, it's been a fantastic pace in those conditions today.
Yeah, the stages were fairly treacherous, very slippy in places. All the top 3 men, the pace I was found now was tight keeping up now. had to pull out all the stops, but that's the way it goes, and I really enjoyed the day now.
There's the confirmation. Philip Young and Philip McRae winning by 24 seconds, with just 1 second separating second and third.
And in the Maxall Championship, Stephen Emerson, who was so narrowly beaten on this event last year, didn't even have to attend the last 2 rounds to take the series.